Coming up on the Sports Desk, it's the playoffs on the hardwood and pitch. We'll get you basketball and soccer highlights from all over town, plus Let There Be Light. Riviera Little League opening night at Lago Seco Park. I'll have the story on their brand new lights. All of this and so much more sauce is coming at you right now. What's up, Torrance? Welcome to another jam-packed week here on the Sports Desk. I'm your host, Collin Kushner. In the Twitter universe, hit me up. That's at Collin Kushner using the hashtag Boomsauce. Many current NFL players are now becoming former NFL players. Retirement-itis has struck the NFL, and in a big way. One of the most well-known and latest guys to say adios, defensive end Jared Allen, except Allen took to social media and said bon voyage to football in a pretty hilarious way.
Well, everyone, I just want to say thank you for an amazing 12-year career. This was the part where I was going to ride off into the sunset, but seeing how there's no sunset, I'm just going to ride off.
So Allen rides off into the sunset, or to be accurate here, the clouds. Speaking of riding off into the sunset, I know the Tartar boys basketball squad wouldn't mind getting on a horse and riding off into the sunset, just like Jared Allen. I mean, it is Disneyland's 60th anniversary, so we might as well sprinkle some fairy dust and have a Disney ending here, with the Tartars riding off into the sunset with a big old Southern Section Division 2A ring. Wait up, we have my go-to Sports Desk correspondent, Mr. Boomsauce, standing by. Mr. B, what do you have for us? At Torrance High School, the Tartars duking it out with Lawndale. Collin, I'm going to ask you a question. Am I doing the highlights, or are you going to do the highlights? Collin? Okay, signing out. I'm Mr. Boomsauce. Collin, back to you. Well, that was useless. Thanks, Mr. Boomsauce, for absolutely nothing. We will check in with him a little later on in the show. Torrance hasn't had a lot of luck against their former dear friends Lawndale. The Tartars have lost 5 in a row to the Carson Palmerless Cards, entering their first round playoff match. Their sick intro, as usual. Gio, what up, bro? Final seconds of the first half, Torrance down by 4. Gio Jackson, half-court three-point shot. Torrance down by 1 at recess to the third. The Tartars are rejuvenated. Oscar Parada hits the 3. Torrance up by 2. And then we're going to go later on in the quarter. Jerome Duhon for 2. It was a back-and-forth battle, though. Lawndale is going to follow up with 2 points, as you can see right here. Cards back on top. But then Justin Hino one-ups him with the 3. Torrance back on top. But we're going to go seconds left in regulation. Gio Jackson for 3. Torrance down by 1 here, and a timeout is going to be called by head coach Paul Nitake. Like I was telling you, lots of back and forth action, but the Tartars are down by 1 point. Ensuing inbounds, Justin Hino makes the quick foul. Lawndale goes to the line, bricks 1, that's a good sign. The second, they make that. It's a 2-point game. Ensuing drive, under 5 seconds to go. Last chance for the Tartars, and who else but Gio Jackson gets the ball, runs up the court. Jackson gets fouled. He's going to go to the line for 2 huge free throws. The first, money in the bank. You can cash that check later. The second, Jackson again for the tie. Boomsauce! He gets the tie. Under a second to go. Lawndale, they have no chance. We're going to overtime. But in the extra frame, Lawndale knocks down the necessary shots. The Cards eke past Torrance, 74 to 72. So make that 6 straight losses to the Cardinals. It's been just over 4 years since that last dub, and Paul Nitake has been the head coach for the last 3 of those L's. Tartar Nation hasn't made it past round 1 of the playoffs in 4 years. Ironically, the last time they made it past round 1 was also the last time they beat Lawndale. Hold up, though. This has been one of the best seasons in recent years for Tartar boys basketball. Coach Nitake, talk to me about the future of this program.
we got a blossoming group of young guys, and they're really hungry and excited and motivated. They saw what this was all about. They love what the seniors did, and the seniors are very good mentors on campus. So they're really excited to get plugged in for next season and just hit the ball rolling. So I hope we can continue the tradition, keep it live, keep it energetic, maybe add some more laser lights. We're blowing it up even more. Every year it's going to get higher and higher.
Thanks, Coach. 2016 is the year of the monkey, but in reality, it should be called the year of the Tartar. Here's a look at what Torrance boys basketball accomplished just this year alone. They grabbed the program's first league title in 13 years and made their third straight playoff appearance. Guess what? Coach Nitake took over the program 3 years ago and has helped guide them into the playoffs, I should say, in each of those 3 seasons. Speaking of head coach Paul Nitake, his alma mater, West, falls in their first round playoff matchup with Pasadena 75-49. It's the Warriors' first playoff appearance in 3 years. Their last trip, West lost in the CIF Southern Section Division III AAA quarterfinals to Royal. Oh yeah, their coach at the time, Paul Nitake. Once again, we were getting wild here in the sports desk. That's what we do, bro. Up north, San Marcos crushes the Saxons by 28 points. It's the second year in a row the Blue Crew has been bizounced in the first round. The one letter of the alphabet that the Bishop Montgomery boys basketball squad is ultra familiar with is not L, it's W. Wings, water, wicked, wild, none of those. I believe win is a word I'm looking for. We are going to try something a little different on this week's show. This is how it's going to go down. Gus, cue it. Sing along with me here and fill in the blanks when I point to you like that. All I do is win, 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 no matter. Got money on my mind I can never get. And every time I step up in the building, everybody, hands go. You were supposed to fill in the blanks. If you did, please give yourselves a round of applause and a pat on the back. If you didn't, well then, I suggest you rewind your TV, computer, or tablet and give it another college try. The Catholic school versus the Lutheran school. No wrong can happen in this holy matchup. Bishop Montgomery playing host to Orange Lutheran. Both squads very familiar with one another. The Knights ousted the Lancers in the CIF-SS Open Division semis last year. We're going to pick it up in the second quarter. Knights up by 1. Ethan Thompson hits the 3. Make that a 4-point lead for Bishop. 2 of Ethan's 16 points on the evening. And then we're going to fast forward to the third. Orange Lutheran attempts to crawl back, but it doesn't work. Jordan Shackle, nice inside work for him. That goes for deuce. Then later on, Jordan Shackle for 3. Buddy gets fouled. 4 is better than 3, everybody. Jordan Shackle, reservations for 4. He's going to take Ethan and some of his buddies out for dinner. He would finish the night with 16 points. Bishop rolls past the man bun. The man bun, everybody. 68-51. Because all I do is win. The Knights out-duel the Lancers for the second year in a row in the wild, wild West. Gotcha. Open division. Bishop Montgomery hasn't lost the first round of the Southern Section playoffs in 2 years. Ironically, the only team to hand them a loss this year is the same team that ousted the Knights in round 1 2 years ago. Who is it? Who is it? Not the Golden State Warriors or the Cleveland Cavaliers. Chino Hills, everybody. We have such a jam-packed show, so no breaks except for this. Take it away, Maroon Monsoon student section.
You're watching the Sports Desk with Collin Kushner. Boomsauce! Boomsauce!
Thank you, Tyler Masuli and the rest of the Maroon Monsoon student section. You all are awesome. One of the most highly talked about rides at Bishop Land is the Knights girls basketball program. It's been one wild ride that keeps going up, down, and around. If you don't like roller coasters, I suggest you grab your barf bag and hang on tight. The one consistent thing I will say is that the Lady Knights have made it to the postseason a lot of years in a row. If I dust off my famous Jet Jackson tapes, that puts us back in the late 90s. The Knights hosting Lakewood, Kayla Padilla making her entrance because why not when they call your name? Up top, high fives all around. There we go, Kayla. First quarter, the Knights up 4-0. Jessica Malazarte causes the steal. Malazarte dribbles up, dishes to Kayla Kinglet, who lays it in. Timeout called. 6 easy points to open up the game for the black and gold. They're on fire! A few minutes later, Jessica Malazarte heating up. She nails the three. Once Malazarte gets going, it's over, and that's how it went. Knights up by 7. It's not French, and now the Knights have a 5-point lead. Kayla Kanglet, easy 2. Lead goes back to 7. But then the story in the first quarter was the fouls. 18 total. Kayla Padilla gets fouled. She gets fouled again, and she would go to the line. The Knights roll 89-47. Coach Reyes and co. go ham sauce on Lakewood. They win by 42 points, make that another first-round win to add to their checklist of first-round wins they already have. Their next game against Corona Centennial, the Knights have won three straight round 2 matches. Their last loss in the second round was back in 2012. Yours truly was attempting to tear it up on the dance floor unsuccessfully. Coach Reyes talking to her squad. Bishop down big. To the third quarter we go. Bishop down 46-32. Hannah Kitamura to Alexis Heaney. Pulls up for the little jump shot. The Knights cut the deficit to 12. The very next play, Heaney takes the charge, and then ensuing Knights offensive possession, Jessica Malazarte all the way to the rack. Foul gets called, not on her. Ensuing free throw by Malazarte. That's going to come up in just a second here. She's like, hold up, let me get mentally prepared. Free throw, doink! Things looking up for the black and gold temporarily, but not after that. Corona Centennial, too much to handle for the Knights. 76-67, that other team wins. Coach Reyes and Co.'s roller coaster of a season comes to a halt. As I alluded to moments ago, it's the first time since 2012 the Knights have fallen in the second round of CIF Southern Section play. The streak ends, no third ring in a row for the Lady Knights. After losing to North earlier this month, West girls basketball has been #killing it. 4 straight wins, scoring at least 54+ points in each of those wins. If you had to judge West's happiness solely by the many hilarious faces of Coach Bill Atkinson, you'd think they haven't won a game all year. Date night between West and Long Beach Jordan, the team Michael Jordan has absolutely nothing to do with, to my knowledge at least. The Warriors hosting Long Beach Jordan. Like I just said, the girls warming up, getting a nice chat in as well. Let's pick it up in the third quarter. West up by 10. Ice on Taylor. She's going to get the ball under the hoop. Dishes to Kaylee Atkinson for the easy deuce. Atkinson and the Warriors running away in this one, up by 12. A few plays later, same score. Haley Jones breakaway lay-in. Make that a 14-point lead for West. And the Warriors just never looked back in their rearview mirror. Haley Tanabe to Lonnie Lum. And now 7 seconds left. Haley Tanabe's going to dribble up. Fires from 3. Boomsauce nails that. Buzzer goes. West up by 11 after 3. They roll 49-37 over Long Beach Jordan. West has now won 7 straight first-round playoff games. Remember, 7 is not French. And in their second-round matchup, different score, but same result. That's a good thing, everybody. The Warriors have officially completed the hat trick. They're heading back to the CIF Southern Section quarterfinals for the 3rd year in a row. Booyah! There's another hockey reference for you. That's now 2 straight shows that I've been able to do that. Now, the last time we talked about South on the show, they were flushing their playoff dreams down the toilet. Not anymore. After a first-round win away from the comfy confines of Pacific Coast Highway, Coach Imamura and co. are heating up like pasta. Los Altos in town with a win. South will be heading back to the CIF Southern Section quarterfinals. A loss, and yeah, we won't go there. First quarter, South had a lot of trouble shooting the ball early on. Caitlin Martin misses the 3. Jillian Yamasaki to the rescue. Not so much. She misses her shot. Then a bit later, Caitlin Martin again. Doink! Tough first quarter for both squads. They combined for 9 points in the first quarter. South down by 1 though, and that's not good. To the second, the Spartans starting to heat up. Carissa Dedman, runner shot off the glass and in. Dedman and South, they start rolling. They win by 10, 42-32. We go on back to the quarterfinals for the hat trick. Remember, I'm speaking in Chris Berman terms here. The Green Squad has really turned their season around. Looks like their spring break destination is no longer Mexico. Let's check out more scores from the hardwood. Scoreboard! North falls in the second round to Alta Loma, 52-46. It's the first time in 4 years the Saxons have lost in the second round of the playoffs. Scoreboard part 2 here, because that's what we do. Tartar girls basketball scores less points than Rio Mesa. It's the second year in a row Tartar Nation falls flat like leftover cola in the first round of Southern Section play. So all 5 Torrance area girls basketball programs made the playoffs, but 3 are out. According to my amazing math skills, that leaves just 2. West vying for their 3rd straight CIF Southern Section Championship. South, their 2nd in a row. Still to come, we have sauce from all over the pitch. Buckle up. I'll be back after this. Collin, you gave me the wrong time, bro. What are you thinking? Welcome back, everybody. Check out our Instagram page. That's the SportsDesk TV for cool pics, video, and some awesome filters. For those of you that are familiar with Insta, you know what's up. Torrance boys soccer has been rolling after losing to South back in late January. The Tartar boys are 3-0-1 since. Coach Burnett's lettuce, now that's something else. After 3 wins at a tie in their last 4 meetings, it's no wonder he still has his full head of hair. Now their wild card game with Norwalk could mean 2 things. They win or they lose. And if it's the second, Coach Burnett's hair could potentially go bye-bye after this highlight. Torrance trying to join the postseason party of fun for the first time since 2014. The referees getting their workout in too. The soccer players run a lot and they have to run too. We always forget that. First half 0-0. Alex Cardona shot on net. Big save by the Norwalk keeper. Still zeros. Torrance with the majority of the scoring chances in the first half, though. Throw in, headed on net, but then it's punted away by Norwalk. And then Ben Coit, free kick! Yikes, that's not even close. Of course, all the action happens after we leave. Norwalk takes a rainy one. 1-0. Make that 2 straight years the Tartar boys miss out on the vacation I like to call the playoffs. Coach Burnett still has his flow, though, at least to my knowledge. They say defense wins championships. South Boys Soccer has been the poster child of defense this year. They finished off the 2016 regular season with 6 straight wins, outscoring their opponents 18-1. And did I forget to mention that offense helps win championships too? 18 goals scored plus 1 goal allowed in 6 games probably equals a win. In what fashion? I have no idea. South hasn't won a first-round playoff match since 2013. Coach, he's chatting with the boys because that's what you do. First half 1-0. Cole Cooch! Right into the mittens. Easy save for him. Cooch preserving South's 1-goal lead. Plenty of scoring chances for the Green Squad, though. Noah Harrison cuts in. No, close. And then a few minutes later, Noah Harrison again kicks that on net. Tries to get deflected in front, but it doesn't go. South Donuts La Mirada. 1-0. Whoa, doggy! The Spartans grabbed their first playoff win in about 3 years. Coincidentally, that last playoff win was the same year the Green Squad went all the way to the CIF Southern Section Division IV Finals, where they lost to Ontario. Same sport, same school, but different gender. The girls fall to Cyprus in round 1 of the Southern Section playoffs. It's the 2nd year in a row the Spartans have been ousted in the first round. Remember, folks, South is only 2 years removed from that Division IV CIF Southern Section title. Up north, the Saxons go ham sauce on the Knights during the day. It's the first time North is advancing past the first round since 2009. To put that into perspective for you, a movie ticket was just under $8. That just shows you it's been a while. And your final scoreboard from the pitch, West says 5's up over Buena. Remember, this is the same woof woof Bulldog team West donutted in the CIF Southern Section quarterfinals 2 years ago. Let's add some more sauce to your burger, though. It's now West 30 in a row, advancing past the first round of CIF Southern Section play. When we come back in a few seconds, it's JUCO time. We have Elko highlights in the Hardwood and Diamond, plus Riviera Little League opening night with a twist. Don't even think about getting off the couch.
You're watching the SportsDesk with Collin Kushner.
Boomsauce!
A big thanks to some of my buddies from North High. Thanks for getting in on the hashtag Boomsauce movement. Remember to hit me up on all social media platforms. I'll get you right here on the show. I have some good news and bad news. I guess I'll start with the good. Elko women's basketball. Don't worry. All good things for now, that is, until I get to the bad news. It's the Lady Warriors regular season finale against the Cerritos Falcons. Head coach Steve Shaw discussing a few things with his group, like any good coach does. Fourth quarter, Elko up by 5. Michelle Straczynski off the glass and in. Ensuing free throw because she got fouled on the play. That's coming up after she gets a couple high fives. Doink. No, 2 of Straczynski's 5 points on the night. The rest of the way, Foul City. Megan Penueda gets fouled. To the free throw line she goes. 1. And then she's going to go. She's going to make the next because she had herself a night from the charity stripe. She would finish the night a perfect 13 of 13 from the free throw line. A team high 26 points, 9 rebounds. Elko wins 60-50. The Lady Warriors finish off the regular season on a high note. They banana split the series with the Falcons. Now, for the bad news. The Elko men's squad has only won 5 games this season and lost 19, going on 20. That's the bad news I was hinting at moments ago. It's the men's squad's regular season finale versus Cerritos. Elko lost their first meeting with the Falcons last month. What up, Gavin Regan? First half, no score. Draymond Jones, he gets picked off. That's going to lead to 2 easy points for the Cerritos Falcons. They get on the board first. A few possessions later, Elko down by 2. Draymond Jones, deep 2. We're all tied. Next offensive possession, Jones again. That's like a Derek Fisher type shot. Jones heating up. The Warriors up by 2. Later on, Elko down by 1. Here, Draymond Jones. He would finish the evening with a team high 14 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Not enough though. Elko falls to Cerritos, 81-70. So Elko falls to Cerritos for the second straight time. They also close out their tumultuous season on the hardwood with, I can't even say it, 2 straight L's. Elko finishes up 2016, 5-20 overall and 2-6 in conference play. Yikes. The weather has been so nice here in the South Bay and Southern California in general. The smell of fresh cut grass, the water from the sprinklers hitting you in the face, the infield dirt blowing into your eyes, spitting peanuts everywhere. The most exciting sport ever is back. Baseball, everybody. After capturing their 4th straight win, Elko has grand slammed their way to this very moment. The opportunity to win their 5th in a row, whoopee, which means absolutely nothing in baseball terms. Reese Buska dancing the afternoon away. There he goes. You go, Reese. You go. No shame. You probably had no idea that our camera was filming you. Seabass Sanchez warming up on the bump for Elko. He's getting the start this afternoon. Sanchez doing what he does best. Top 1 out. No score. Sebastian Sanchez. First victim of the afternoon, Orion Redford. Sanchez first K of the game. He would finish the afternoon with 7. Bottom 2, no score. Jake Sahagian, Dublaze to left. I've been waiting all year to say that. The Elko partay is just getting started. Next batter, Dorn. Brady Dorn spanks this up the middle. Sahagian advances to 3rd, and Dorn on 1st. That's a major league reference for all of you viewers that are really confused right now. 2 batters later, runners still on the corners. Jacob Carr. He's like a car running around the bases. Sahagian scores, and Dorn advances to 2nd. Elko up 1-0. They go on to win 5-2. Elko wins that 5th straight. 3 of those coming against San Bernardino Valley College. The Warriors outscore them 26-14 in those 3 games. Elko on fire! Staying on the subject of freshly cut grass and peanuts everywhere, baseball isn't just back at the collegiate level. Spring training in the bigs is almost here. Prep, baseball, and of course, the little guys. Now at Lago Seco Park, it was an opening night to remember for Riviera Little League. One that the man who invented the light bulb would appreciate if he was still here today. And then the big guy said to me, "Oh, let there be light." For years, Riviera Little League has been a mainstay in the city of Torrance. And for the first time ever, the league that has been around for over 50 years can host night games.
A couple years ago, we had over 600 kids in our league, and we had spillover games over at South High on the girls' softball field. And each year, we went from 1 game per team to 6 games. You're playing at South High.
To accommodate the hundreds of kids, League President Brent Hannon and fellow board member Marky Numa went to the City of Torrance in hopes of finding a solution. It was either a brand new field or lights.
Myself and Marky Numa, a fellow board member, went to the city and basically said, hey, we need a 3rd field or we need lights. And they said, you want to get a 3rd field, you have better chance getting lights. We said, what do we got to do to get the lights? And basically it was go door to door to 30 neighbors and get 100% approval for them to sign off. Myself, Marky Numa, and our 2 boys went door to door. Basically begged and pleaded and said, hey, sign off, it's for the kids.
Once they tackled that obstacle, it was now on to fundraising solely for the purpose of making the Lights project a reality.
On Chevrolet, we'd like to award another check for $1,000 to Riviera Little League, along with a whole bunch of equipment that we...
And the response has been huge.
You know, it has, just for the fact that the games will all be played here. I think that was the biggest thing, because even though South was very nice to us by allowing us to play games there, it's very windy there, it's all dirt infield, there's no bathrooms. So for the parents just to be able to have their kids play at these locations, it was huge support by the parents.
1, a 2, a 3, let there be.
28 years ago, the Chicago Cubs played their first night game in history at Wrigley Field. And just like the Cubs, for the first time ever, Riviera Little League can do the same. What a BEA beautiful park. Congrats to Riviera Little League once again. The new lights were funded through a combination of hit-a-thons with help from fellow league members and generous donations from Martin Chevrolet. Brent and Mark said that it's the first time a Little League in Torrance will be able to play night games. It's almost like a modern-day Field of Dreams. If you build it, he will come. It's time to start hitting me up in the world of Twitter. That's at Collin Kushner using the hashtag Boomsauce. A big thanks to everyone who hit me up this week. At Hayden Biernat says, spotted wild at Collin Kushner in his natural habitat. Thanks for the support tonight. Thank you, Hayden, for hitting me up. I wish you would have gotten my good side, though. Lastly, a big thanks to at BMHS Letterman Club, some of the Bishop students section getting in on the hashtag Boomsauce movement. Let's roll it one more time, or not. Thanks again, everybody, for hitting me up. Hey-o, that's another show in the books. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And remember, if you just want to say what's up or shout about sports, you can do that as well. As always, Torrance, take it easy. We'll catch you next time.